Okay.
This is the meeting of the Executive Cabinet Member for Climate Change and Environment, taking place on Monday, the 18th of November 2024. I'm Councillor Richard Sylvester, the Executive Cabinet Member for Climate Change and Environment, and I would like to welcome councillors and officers of Bolton Council to this meeting, and to members of the public if you're watching the recorded version on the Bolton Council YouTube channel. Item 1 on the agenda is the monitoring of Executive Cabinet Member decisions, and this report has been sent out by email prior to this meeting. So we'll go through the monitoring report. There are only 2 items which I can see which can come off for the next meeting, and that's the decision which I made on the 9th of October 2023, recovery of abandoned shopping trolleys. And I'd like to thank my Assistant Director, Gary Parker, for his work on that policy, which is now in operation. And at the last meeting on the 16th of September, the Waste Changes Update report, there were some minor amendments to the Council's waste and recycling policies in relation to beige bins. So that has been, those changes have been added to the report. So those 2 items can come off for the next meeting, Ian.
Okay, thank you.
I should also point out that item number 3 is a confidential item later in the agenda. So our committee clerk, Ian, will end the recording. But back to item number 1, and I'm happy to note the report. If there's any questions from any other councillors on the call, then I'll note that report. Item 2 is the Directorate of Place Finance Report 2024-2025, Quarter 2, which has been sent out to members on this call prior to this meeting, and Janet Pollard will take us through this report. Over to yourself, Janet.
Thank you very much, Chair. So this is the Quarter 2 Finance Report for the whole of the Directorate of Place. The Directorate is currently projecting an overspend of £465,000 by the end of the financial year. For this portfolio, it's an underspend of £233,000. There are no main variances that relate to an overspend for this portfolio. Key financial findings can be found on page 3, and service-specific findings can be found on Appendix 1. The Executive Cabinet Member is asked to note the contents of the report and to approve the recommendations in Section 11. And I'm happy to take any questions.
So any questions for Janet on this finance report? Nobody's indicating. So therefore, I'll note the Quarter 2 financial position of the Directorate of Place, approve revisions made to the capital programme, which fall under my portfolio, authorise the Director of Place to call off under any available frameworks where the value of the works is less than 400,000 to enable the capital programme to progress, and note the key findings of the report. So that's all noted.
Thank you very much.
So now we go on to item number 3, which is a confidential item. The background papers and reports in relation to the following item is considered confidential as defined in paragraph 1, detailed in Schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972, and that it be deemed that in all circumstances of the case, the public interest in their exemption outweighs the public interest in their disclosure. So I'm going to ask Ian to end the recording, and I just must thank members of the public for watching this on the YouTube channel. So if Ian, you can end the recording, please.